So Martin, Phoenix has been delivering IT solutions in the UK for over 20 years. Could you tell me a bit more about the company in 2012 and the priorities for the next few years?
Phoenix are a £250 million UK-based IT services provider, and we deliver everything from desktop to data centre. We run 7 UK data centres with a further 13 UK business continuity centres, and the challenge faced by our customers around driving cost out and delivering higher levels of availability resonate with the services we deliver. In particular, we deliver cloud-based services and have done for the last 5 years. In fact, we deliver cloud from before cloud was invented as a term, and that's all around delivering those key business benefits that customers are looking for.
Obviously, you speak to CIOs and IT directors on a daily basis, so you've got a pretty clear picture of the market. What are the main issues facing businesses today?
I think we find that the same challenges are there that have been there for quite some time. You know, the business has a number of drivers to move forward and a number of IT projects that are always going on, and those are continuing things. Those don't seem to change across all of the customers that we speak to. What we find is that in the current economic climate, costs are really being driven down, and so customers are being very challenged to find ways to meet those projects and meet those objectives. And what we're finding is that cloud as a technology is really an enabler to help them get through those projects and reach those deadlines, but in a really flexible and simple way.
So Martin, in terms of how companies meet those challenges, lots of businesses are having to decrease costs while also trying to keep up the latest technologies. How do they meet those challenges?
It's not all around cost. It's around the challenge faced by business around capital expenditure. Funding's short and tight, everybody's aware of that, and what people are wanting to do is change CAPEX into OPEX spending, and cloud obviously delivers that as a core part of what it does. But that isn't the main challenge that we get asked to address. What we get asked to address is speed to market and flexibility, and that is the real benefit of cloud. It's not just us saying that, it's not just our customers asking for that. Independent research shows that it's a key driver for the adoption of cloud services.
And Scott, how would you describe current customer sentiment towards the cloud?
I think confidence is growing amongst our customer base. I think originally when cloud services first came about and the term was first brought to market, a lot of people were very skeptical about it, and a lot of people saw it as a very niche area perhaps that IT developers would work in. But what we're seeing is that more and more customers are absolutely finding places in their infrastructure or parts of their workload that they're absolutely ready to be moved out into the cloud with complete trust and confidence.
So everyone's talking about the cloud, but which types of companies are you actually seeing buying into it, and what are their motivations for doing so?
Okay, I think if we've been talking about this a couple of years ago, it would have been very much at the high end of the marketplace, looking at it as a potential to explore, and the very low end of the marketplace, you're looking at it as a technology so they didn't have to invest in IT. What we see now is that it fits all businesses of all sizes. So from very small privately owned organisations up to the very largest public sector bodies are looking at cloud. You just have to look at things like the government's G-Cloud initiative, which has only really started to take off over the last 6 months, to see that cloud adoption is going across the board. We find that every sector that we are in has customers that have adopted cloud, and the question now is not whether you have adopted, but why you haven't if you haven't.